Logan. Yeah, if I had to describe this movie in a single word, I'd use incredible. Because it was just that. I mean, this movie proved to us once again that Fox indeed does have the capability of making incredible movies like these. I mean, we had Deadpool, right? Deadpool, it wasn't only the best Fox superhero movie, it wasn't only the best rated R superhero movie, it was one of the best superhero movies ever made. And in my opinion, Logan is up there with it, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I mean, there are some movies which you absolutely need to experience in the cinema hall with good sound and on a big screen for the full experience, right? And then there are other movies which you can go and watch in the cinema, but you might as well watch it at home on Blu-ray because it's just not worth it, is it? Now, Logan is the type of movie which you need to go and watch in the cinema for the full experience. Like, this movie was really special. For me, at least. I mean, it paid homage to the 17 years of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. 17 great years, that is. I have to say, I mean, Hugh Jackman, he is irreplaceable as Wolverine. No one can play him better. And this movie, once again, was the proof of that fact. So, basically, right, in Wolverine, in this movie, in Logan, he was just really, he's tired, right? He's fed up of all the killing. He's seen too many people he cared about die. And in reality, the only person left who Wolverine cared about was Professor X. Now, Professor X in this movie was quite old. I'm assuming he was portrayed to be, about 90-ish, I guess. And he didn't really have complete control over his powers at all times. So, yeah, you get the picture. And the case is pretty similar with Wolverine as well. He had gotten pretty old as well. I mean, he's not as old as Professor X, obviously, but his powers weren't the same anymore. I mean, his health regeneration worked very, very slow, and at times not at all, really. And the only thing classifying Logan as a mutant left now were his claws, which he had like great difficulty in pulling out as well throughout the movie. Okay, now, thing is, there are some mutants in the X-Men universe who are made naturally, and there are some mutants who are made, well, honestly, they are made. So, I think that was one of the reasons why, Logan's or Wolverine's health regeneration had, worn down, and he was having great difficulty in, using his powers. But unlike Professor X, whose powers were, just as powerful as ever, but the only difference now was that he had gotten old, and he himself was having great difficulty in using his powers. If you get the idea. The difference between him and Wolverine was that Professor X had his powers and they were just as powerful, but on the other hand, Logan, his powers had gotten weaker over time. Now, so yeah, that was basically that. But now, this new character, I'm going to talk about Laura for a bit, yeah? Or X-23, because she was an absolute badass. I mean, I have to say, the actress portraying Laura, Daphne Keane, was just amazing, alright? She was just amazing. And I really hope that Fox finds a way to use Laura once again in some of the X-Men movies. But, honestly, I'm not quite sure if they can do that, because Logan it was set in the year 2029, and the current X-Men franchise is set in around the 80s. So I'm not quite, I'm quite unsure about how Fox is going to move forward with the X-23 storyline. But yeah, anyhow, to wrap up my short review, this was just a short review, like telling you about Logan and what it's all about. And yeah, I'm just going to say that Logan, this movie was incredible. It was an incredible end for the Wolverine storyline. the Wolverine trilogy, and it just sends off the Wolverine character on a high note, and I definitely recommend you to go and watch it, because I'm not going to give it a rating, right? I don't like the concept of ratings. I don't like it. But I'm just going to say that this movie was action packed, and at the same time it was very touching and nostalgic for me, and it would also be for you if you have been watching for the X-Men movies since the 2000s. And not a lot of movies can do that. Not all movies can be action-packed and touching at the same time, and especially in the case of superhero movies, you know. So this was, for me, it was a special movie, and yeah, it was one of the greatest superhero movies once again. And like I said in the beginning of this video, you know, it's up there with Deadpool, it's up there with The Dark Knight. It's just one of the best, and yeah. So yeah, go and watch it yourself. Go ahead, go tonight, go tomorrow, but just go and watch it, you know. I'm just going to say that. And yeah, thank you for checking out my review for Logan. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like, and yeah, see you next time.